Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk about something that completely changed my life. Understanding that your inner world is the only thing that truly matters. Now I know that it might sound simple, maybe even cliche, but if you really understand this and start living from this awareness, your entire reality will begin to shift. So in this video, I'm going to break down what self-concept is, how it shapes your life, and how you can use it to step into any reality you desire. Let's start with the basics. Self-concept is simply how you see yourself, your identity, your story, and the beliefs you hold about who you are. It's not about what you are doing or what you have, it's about who you believe yourself to be. For example, if you believe I'm always lucky, you'll start to notice things working out for you without effort. If you believe I'm never chosen, your world will reflect that back to you. Everything in your outer world is a reflection of how you feel and think about yourself. Once you really understand this, you stop trying to change things outside of you and you start working on what's inside. Here's something powerful to realize: your inner world is the only thing that ever materializes. Every emotion you feel, every assumption you hold, every state of being you embody eventually shows up as your 3D reality. That can either sound empowering or frustrating depending on where you are in life right now. But if you think about it, it actually gives you full control, because if everything starts within you, then you never have to chase anything outside again. You just shift how you feel and who you are inside, and life rearranges itself to match that. Now, here's where it gets interesting. You're not actually creating reality from scratch. Every version of you already exists. There's already a version of you who is confident, loved, successful, adored, abundant, all of it. What you're doing is simply tuning into that version of yourself. You're choosing which version of reality to observe billions of times per second. So, when we say manifestation, what we are really doing is shifting into the timeline where the thing we want is already true. That's why it doesn't have to take long. You're not building it from zero, you are aligning to it. You're already shifting realities constantly. You're just usually doing it unconsciously. But once you start doing it consciously through self concept, life begins to change fast. One of the most life changing teachings comes from Neville Goddard. Everyone is you pushed out. That means the way people treat you, respond to you, or show up for you all reflects how you feel about yourself. If you see yourself as lovable, others will mirror that. If you see yourself as ignored or not enough, that's what you will experience too. So instead of trying to fix or chase people, you go back to yourself. Ask, who am I being right now? Who do I believe I am? When you shift your self concept, everyone and everything adjusts automatically. It's really that simple. Okay, let's get practical. How do you actually do this? You do it through repetition, feeling, and identity. Start by choosing self concept affirmations that match the version of you that you want to embody. For example, I'm deeply adored and loved, I'm magnetic and unforgettable, I'm the main character in my reality. I always get what I want. I'm so lucky, everything works out for me. I'm calm, confident, and chosen. Don't just repeat them mechanically. Feel what it's like to be that person. If you said, I'm successful, how would you carry yourself? If you said, I'm loved, how would you think and speak throughout the day? That's self concept work. Not forcing, but embodying. You start to build a new energetic identity, and your outer world slowly starts to catch up. Now, if you're asking me, what do I do in the 3D when things don't look like the way I want? My answer would be, you don't have to fight it. You simply remember that the 3D is a mirror, it's old news. It's reflecting your past state of being, not your current one. So instead of reacting to it, you go neutral. You tell yourself, okay, That's just my old story playing out. My new story is already unfolding. That's how you detach, not by ignoring, but by choosing a new inner response. You don't have to take massive action. Once your frequency aligns, your intuition naturally guides you to the right actions anyway. When you're being the version of you who already has what you want, the how take care of itself. Here's a little trick that helps when you're stuck in doubt or fear. Instead of trying to fix everything, just go neutral. For a moment, say things like, I'm safe right now, it's okay for me to relax, things are always working out for me. Once your nervous system calms down, then gently step into your desired self concept again. You can say, I'm powerful. I'm the operant power in my reality. I choose how the story goes. And that small shift in energy can realign your entire day. A lot of people overcomplicate self concept. They try to mix techniques, scripts, subliminals all at once. But the truth is, it's actually very simple. It's about consistency in who you desire you are, not perfection. You're not fixing yourself, you're remembering yourself. You're remembering that you are consciousness, the observer. And because you're the observer, the outer world must conform to your inner assumption. Here's something I really want you to remember. You don't have to wait for your manifestation. You are the manifestation. The moment you decide, I am that, you have already shifted timelines. You don't chase love, you become love. You don't chase abundance, you become abundance. You don't chase confidence, you become confidence. Everything flows from who you are being. And when you make that your focus, detachment happens naturally because you are no longer waiting, you're living it. Let's end with a few affirmations you can repeat daily. I am the operant power of my reality. My inner world creates everything I experience. I am loved, chosen, and adored. I am abundant, magnetic, and safe. I always win. Everything works out for me. I don't chase, I attract effortlessly. My life is a reflection of the love and power within me. Take a deep breath as you say these, feel them, believe them. Your reality is just a mirror and it always follows your lead. So, to sum it all up, your inner world is the only thing that matters. When you focus on being instead of chasing, when you change your self concept instead of reacting to circumstances, life starts to unfold in the most magical ways. People change, opportunities appear, situations rearrange all because you shifted you. It's not about control, it's about alignment. You are the consciousness observing different versions of reality. And the moment you choose who you are, the world reflects that choice back to you. So choose powerfully, choose to see yourself as loved, successful, abundant, and at peace. Because that's the truth of who you have always been. Thank you so much for watching. If this video helped you, don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye.